Hey there Subnauts, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now today, the team at Subnautica 2 Unknown Worlds have actually released their early access roadmap for Subnautica 2. This gives us an understanding of what's to come in the future for the game, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you enjoying the game? It seems to be doing really well over on Steam, and I'd love to know how well it's doing over on Xbox. So we're going to be reading through the official early access roadmap today, and you guys can let me know what you think about it, if you think it's good enough, if you're excited for the upcoming features, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy. We're going to be reading through and kickstarting straight away from Daniel, the community manager, and let's do this. So everyone, the feedback we've been getting since Subnautica 2 launch into early access yesterday has been incredible. But as you all continue to dive into your first thrilling adventures in Subnautica 2, we wanted to share a little bit about our plans for the game over the next few months. This is a high-level view and subject to change or adjustment. We want to hear from you, our community, on what we should be looking at while we develop Subnautica 2. Community input is key to shaping the game through early access. Keep making use of our in-game feedback tool to let us know what you think, and also head over to our note, subnautica2.note, to leave your suggestions and upvote other things from the community. So it looks like they've given us like some form of like community like feedback suggestions, which we'll go through and see what's going on over there. But it's really nice, and they've had a really good launch so far. So here is the official Subnautica 2 early access roadmap with everything that's happening. So obviously 2026 May 14th early access launch, which is where we sit right now. Then we have early access 1.1 and 1.2. So quality of life update, plan improvements to the biomod system, blight encounters, Rex gameplay, vehicle docking and fabrication, PDA databank, voice logs priority system. Apologies, still quite ill at the moment. Planned additions, more passive biomod slots, storage cache, and sprint. Oh, that is huge. Come on. That would be so nice in the game. It really would do. And they also, for early access 1.2, co-op centric update, they have planned improvements to HUD signals, base builder tool, pinned recipes system. They have planned additions of voice chat, which I think is a definite needed, emotes, player trading. Oh, that sounds really cool. A player trading system. Player revive, massive, and additional customizations. So, can I say one thing? I have been covering survival games for the last over 10 years of my life, and one of the things we don't see enough is, of course, we see people focusing on, and these studios focusing on expansions, because without expansions and content, you do see a huge drop off of player count. But that should never be the main focus, having a high player count all the time. Yes, it's nice to see, but for the long-term vision of making your game successful is the quality of life and the fixes, and getting your game into the perfect state. They do have a thing saying here, the future, major expansion updates. They have new regions, expand the world, new biomes, new creatures, new resources, new tools, new vehicle, and the next chapter of the story. So, they've got a long way to go. And they're in no rush. They've just released the game into early access. One thing in gaming that's always really interesting is everyone gets very excited for a launch, and then they instantly go into what's coming next. And I completely understand that, because I do the same. We all do it as gamers. But then there is so much content to dive into Subnautica 2 right now, and I understand people's fears of, will there be enough in early access, and that's why people look forward to the future. But I think they've given us a fairly nice, simple, they've said it's a high level roadmap. I don't think it's a high level roadmap, but I think it's just enough for what we need right now. They said ongoing improvements will be bug fixes, balance tuning, optimization, and other continuous updates. And of course, I will keep you updated right here on the LoadedCrysis channel when those updates go live. So here we are on the Subnautica 2 Early Access roadmap, and let's read through everything they have to say. So as you all dive into your first thrilling adventures in Subnautica 2, we wanted to share a little bit about our plans for the game over the next few months. Our plan for Subnautica 2 is to ensure we're providing our community with regular updates, but not all updates will look the same. Updates will vary from focused improvements that address systems and smaller features, to hotfixes when needed, and then our larger expansions. So as we build towards the next big drop that expands on worlds, biomes, creatures, resources, tools and vehicles and brings you to the next chapter of the story, we'll be planning on adding several improvement updates in the meantime. The entire dev team has been working hard to put together some quality of life fixes for our first update. This should help adjust and address some areas that need a little tweaking to make your Subnautica experience even better. And for those of you who have been choosing co-op adventure together with your friends, we've got some requested improvements and additions coming in our second update. This roadmap is subject to change or adjustment, and we want to hear from you, our community, on what we should be looking at while we develop Subnautica 2. Community impact is key in shaping the game throughout early access. As you play Subnautica 2, make use of our in-game feedback tool to let us know what you think. And also head over to our note to leave us your suggestions of what you'd like to see next. You can upvote suggestions from the community, which will help us determine what you'd most like to see in the game. And of course, we will continue to roll out bug fixes, balance tuning, optimizations, and other related updates throughout the early access. We'll be monitoring your feedback very closely to help guide those ongoing improvements, and thank you for joining us on early access journey. We're excited to build the game alongside you all. Keep diving. So yes, very, very nice. And as you can see over here, if we give it a little bit of a refresh, because I can imagine it's updating constantly at the moment, let us know what you'd like to see in Subnautica 2. Use the search feature to see if your idea has been submitted before and vote. Please don't use this board to report bugs or technical issues, and upvote your ideas you love. So, they have a whole bunch of ideas and everything like that, and we can filter it by... I was hoping we were going to be able to filter it by most vote. This is by, okay, most voted. So, huge map. A bigger map would allow already. Oh, wait, is this... Oh, wait. That's saying a year ago? So is this for the first game? I'm very confused. So, welcome to the... But this is the Subnautica 2. I'm not sure. This is... Okay, maybe it's because that's the trending one. We'll read through these ones. Okay, I just read this one, and I really like this one because I hate this at the moment. It says, when you run out of air and your screen fades to black, you have a few seconds before you die and you have to reprint. When this happens in Subnautica 1, the screen slowly returns to normal, giving the feeling that regaining consciousness. And in Subnautica 2, however, this is from black to normal happens almost instantly, so it doesn't really feel natural. And they say, I noticed that too. I strongly prefer that from Subnautica 1. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, I definitely feel like that does feel like a downgrade. Sunroof and observation floor. Instead of the glass only being able to be placed on walls, it would be really cool if you could add it to the floors and roofs as well in one of the explorable bases already in the game. Make player icons visible on the compass and easier to see invisible on the compass. More biomes like kelp forest. So they've got use the bed to skip night, has a whole bunch of votes here. So yeah, you can go in and get your votes in for what you think you want to be added to the game, because this is the best place to do so. You can make a suggestion, you click that, you'll obviously have to sign in, but then obviously people can then go on to and upvote for everything you want, or downvote of course. But yeah, I look forward to seeing what's going to happen with there. Of course, the early access roadmap, I look forward to the quality of life stuff, the co-op side of things, and then in the future, I don't feel ready for it right now, but the major expansion updates. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the game, mainly underwater.